Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Kirsty and I make psychic and spiritual content. If that's your kind of thing, please do stick around and join us by hitting the subscribe button down below. Any subscribes, likes, comments, shares helps me to grow this channel, helps me to grow this community, helps me to keep doing this. So please do support in any way you can by doing any of those things. I would really appreciate it. So lots of new people around here, so yes, welcome. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I am reading for Ariana Grande. I felt super called to read for Ariana. Don't know why, time will tell I guess, but I always go with who I'm feeling called to. And I'm just going to get straight into it. So the first thing I kind of see around Ariana Grande is Spirit are showing me tablets. I'm seeing like a medical bottle and tablets spilled. And the phrase that Spirit is actually bringing through for Ariana Grande is antidepressants. And I actually feel a lot of numbness and a lot of sadness around Ariana Grande at the moment. I feel very lost and confused, and I feel like I'm not really present. I'm not really there. I'm just kind of coasting through, piloting through on autopilot, right? And that is what I guess being on antidepressants can do. It can make you feel as if you are numb, as if you are just coasting, as if you are just sailing through, you're just getting by. Like, it is that kind of energy, it is that kind of vibe. So that's what I'm feeling with her. I feel quite empty, I feel quite lost, I feel quite lonely, I feel numb, I feel like what's the point? And actually, as I connect with her, I almost feel like, I feel like I want to cry. I feel really emotional with her. And hey, listen, I know there's been a lot going on around her in terms of, you know, the guy that she's with, I don't know what his name is, that was married, and he was in a partnership and she's taken him, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I want to get into that, but there's a lot of sadness with this girl. A lot of sadness, a lot of trouble, a lot of... I don't want to say she hasn't tried to do healing, because I definitely feel she has attempted it. I see her meditating, I see her doing all the things, but it's like nothing's like hitting her spirit. Like, Spirit drew me very much to the heart chakra, and her heart feels very broken. And it's like, I feel with her, it's like I've tried everything. Like, when am I going to feel better? Like, when am I going to feel anything really happy or positive ever again? It just feels very... You know, I feel a lot of heaviness and sadness in her heart. So, you know, regardless of anything, she is still a human being. And so I would like to take this opportunity to send love and healing energy to Ariana Grande, because I feel like she's going through something. Okay. There is some controversy to come around Ariana Grande in terms of... I don't know if it's the Wicked role that she's doing. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, let me just rewind it back. There's actually like sickness that I pick up on with Ariana Grande, like illness, and as well as the depressants and the issues going on with the mental health, I'm picking up on an eating disorder. I'm drawn very much to the body and the frailness and weakness that I feel in her body. And Spirit is talking about, and I want to trigger warning this, anyone that's dealing with eating disorders, mental health issues, this maybe isn't the reading for you, so maybe click off here, because I feel a lot of these things surrounding her, and Spirit is talking about... I will give you a minute to click off if you need to. So Spirit is talking about bulimia with Ariana Grande. I feel a lot of sickness, I feel a lot of... in my actual body, I'm feeling like acid coming up from my stomach all the way up to my throat, and I feel like vomiting. Real sad energy, actually, really sad energy. And Spirit wants to talk about... I'm actually going to do this a bit differently. Usually I would do a clarity and guidance spread where I would do the 8 cards, but I'm actually just going to do this a little bit differently, because I just feel Spirit want to talk about her marriage. There is a man in Spirit. I feel this is a grandfather in Spirit. Oh gosh, okay. I feel this is a grandfather in Spirit who's walking with her, trying to kind of redirect her on a back on the path of healing, because she was on a path. But like I said, it feels like she felt, I'm just getting nowhere with this, which is when she kind of went to the pills kind of thing. She was trying to do like a holistic way of doing things, and then I feel like that didn't kind of work, and she kind of moved over to tablets. and instead of like still continuing the holistic along with the tablets, she dropped the holistic, stuck with the tablets. But I feel like now she's kind of numb, and it's like nothing's working, what's the point? And this grandfather figure is around her, kind of being like trying to just redirect her. I feel like he's kind of saying, I'm the reason she was back in the studio, I'm the reason she was making music, because music, I feel, for Ariana Grande has always been an escapism. It helped her to feel and help her to heal. But I don't feel like that's kind of worked this time. And again, I'm going back to this controversy around some kind of movie that she's doing. I don't know if it is Wicked. There is controversy I think it might be Wicked. So Wicked hasn't been released yet, has it? No, I should know, because I definitely want to see the film. When that film comes out, there is controversy to happen around it. And around the time that film comes out, I feel like Ariana Grande gets caught up in something quite controversial, something quite negative, in terms of, I don't know if it's going to get bad reviews or her acting's going to get bad reviews, but it's something that Spirit is saying is going to send her on a little bit of a spiral. So yeah, okay. I want to talk about her marriage. I want to pull cards on the marriage. Her husband was called Dalton, right? Okay, here we go. Right. Okay, I actually... So Ariana Grande is someone who craves love and who craves wanting to be loved and who wants that normality and who wants it but doesn't really know how to get it and doesn't know how to achieve it, doesn't know how to maintain it, and doesn't know how to keep it. And as I connect in with this was like business transaction from the get-go. I actually don't feel any kind of love or emotions here at all. I was going to say there's no cups cards here, but there is a cups card, but it's the Page of Cups, okay? For me, when I read Page of Cups in relationships, is never really a positive card that I read. Reason being is, whenever I see this card, I always pick up upon like immaturity, on love that's not real, right? On love that's kind of based on like immature foundations. And that's what I pick up on with this marriage. But the first card that Spirit flipped over for Ariana Grande in terms of her marriage to Dalton was the Eight of Pentacles. Not good. This card is about money. It's about a business opportunity. I don't know who this guy was or what he did before. I only know him from being married to Ariana Grande, which is exactly the point, okay? I feel like he saw her as like a come up, and it's almost like he forced himself. He wanted to like her and he wanted to do it, and he was like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of like go along with this. Ariana Grande is very easily blinded when it comes to someone showing her affection. So she's very susceptible to narcissism. She's very susceptible to love bombing. She's very susceptible to someone coming in and being like, I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna do all of this, and her eyes just widen and she's like, amazing. It doesn't matter how many times she goes through it. It's like part of her life lesson to learn. Part of her life lesson to learn to read the room when it comes to love, right? She really needs to learn to read the room when it comes to relationships, because she's, as we've seen, is repeating the same cycle. It's interesting because when it comes to business, I feel like she's quite savvy and not easily taken advantage of. But when it comes to love and matters of the heart, very easy to get in there, very easy to be taken advantage of. And I feel this comes down to not just relationships, romantic relationships, but also friendships. Anything to connection. Part of Ariana Grande's life lessons as being here as a spirit on earth is to learn to indulge in healthy relationships. And this is why we see her continuously repeating these toxic patterns in relationships, going after people that need fixing, going after people that are kind of emotionally unavailable to her, which I feel that this guy was. Because part of her life lesson is to learn to pick healthier choices rather than people who are unavailable because they have their own issues, or because they're emotionally unavailable, or because they're married. You know, all these kind of things we're going to see her continuously repeat until she learns the lesson. And I don't know if I see her learning that lesson anytime soon. Spirit gives me, with Ariana Grande, the same kind of vibe as, what's that lady's name? Is it, what's the lady that was, so there's two ladies that Spirit showed me. One is, I think it's Judy Garland's daughter. I don't know if she was married multiple times. I can't remember what her name is. Judy Garland's daughter. I should look it up. Let me just see. Liza Minnelli. Spirit links her to Liza Minnelli. Okay, they keep showing me Liza Minnelli, and they also keep showing me who was the lady that was friends with Michael Jackson. There was a lady who was good friends with Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor. These are both women who have been married multiple times. That's the vibe I get with Ariana Grande, and it's very interesting because Spirit is saying the whole reason that Ariana Grande loves Wicked and loves the Sound of Music, not Sound of Music, The Wizard of Oz, is because of the spiritual draw to it, because of Judy Garland's energy, because Ariana Grande is a very similar character and person to Judy Garland. So it's all kind of tied in. Now, Justice. So here we go. So this is about the marriage. So Justice is the marriage. Justice is to do with legal affairs, law, all of that kind of thing. Notice here there's no, like, there's no Ace of Cups, there's no Two of Cups, there's no Three of Cups. You know, the only Cups card we've got is the Page of Cups, which, as I said, is about immature love. So this is about them tying the knot. And Ariana Grande, honestly, I know from the outside we look in and we think, really? But from her perspective, she really thought this was for long term. Four of Wands is about long security, long lasting love, all of that kind of stuff. It's about building a home. This is the home card. This is the family card. This is the domestic card. Like, she saw this as long haul. But it wasn't. And it's very easy, even in our own lives, people probably look, you know, it's easy to look from the outside in at people and be like, well, I wouldn't do it that way. But when you're in something and you're living it, it's not easy to see it, okay? So I do feel whoever this guy is, he saw her as an opportunity for a come up. Don't feel like it's particularly worked out well for him, but he tried. Yeah, that's all there is to it. There's not much to it. I don't know who he is, but I'm seeing him go on to marry and have children next. I see him with a blonde woman, potentially an actress. I feel like she's in the business, maybe a model. I see him marrying a blonde woman and going on and having children and living that life. So let's see what the future looks like for Ariana Grande, because that's what his future is like, but this is not his reading. So what's next for Ariana Grande? Is she going to stay with this guy? Okay, interesting, that card should come up. What's next for Ariana Grande, Spirit? Please show us for the cards. Okay, interesting. What's next for Ariana Grande? Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Okay, so first card that comes up when I'm asking what's next for Ariana Grande, Four of Swords. The healing, rest, recuperation card. Ariana Grande really needs to focus on healing her wounds. Because if she doesn't, she's going to go on in love and make the same mistakes, right? She's going to go on and make the same mistakes. I'm drawn to the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a money card, and it's about giving and receiving money. And I'm drawn to a charity. I know she had the One Love Foundation, which is to do with, was it, I don't know if that's what it's called, to do with the Manchester attacks. There is something to come up around that again, like, because it's gone quite quiet. I don't feel like she talks about it much or anything like that. There's something to come up around charity work, around the charity. I don't know if it's particularly positive, I'm not going to lie, but also I'm feeling a big anniversary. I'm not sure what year the Manchester attacks happened, I can't actually remember, but there's something to come up. I feel like maybe she's going to do like a big concert again, or something like that is to come up around her charity in the next year. I'm being drawn to the months of June and July with that. I kind of want to put that separate because that's separate to these cards here. Spirit is saying that she really needs to go on this healing journey, because what she's doing is she's taking anything that's unhealed. Knight of Cups is how we move forward, and it's a Cups card. Knight's about journey, progress, moving forward. It's a Cups card that's about love. So she's taking anything she hasn't healed and she's taking it forward. And if she doesn't heal it, she's just going to keep making the same mistakes. There isn't longevity. I can tell you right now, there isn't longevity with the guy that she's with. I see that ending before the year's up. Spirit draws that energy to September, and I feel, again, before the end of the year, she could be in another relationship. So Spirit is saying that she has got a cycle to break. I see her in another relationship with a different person, not the guy she's with now, before the year is up. before the year ends, and actually that could be what the controversy is to deal with when the movie comes out, because obviously she's had a lot of backlash going with this guy. So when this movie comes out and they're on the red carpet and they're not together, people are going to be like, okay, so you just broke up someone's home for no reason to be in this relationship for what, 5 months? You do you know what I mean? And she's going to get a lot of backlash around that. If you can hear the rattling, as you know, that is my son. So yeah, she's got a lot of healing to do. She's got a lot of work to do, and unfortunately I feel a lot of avoidant energy around Ariana Grande right now. Lastly, I just want to, but yeah, I don't see that relationship with whoever she's with. I don't know what his name is. I actually don't know what his name is. I don't see it. I just know that he was married and now he's with her, so I don't see that lasting. I see that ending. And I see before the year is up, her being in a relationship with someone else. I see Spirit is drawing me to the engagement ring. So there is an engagement to come again for Ariana Grande. Like I said, she's got many marriages to come, because part of her life path is to learn to be in healthy relationships. Part of her life lessons, her soul contract, is to learn to be in healthy relationships. That's what she's come here to learn to do. And obviously, like I say with these readings, and with the celebrities in general, we can learn from their mistakes because they're on a world platform. So part of her own mistakes is to also help other people to be like, whoa, that's not healthy. Maybe that's reflected in my own relationship, and maybe I need to learn something from that. Maybe I need to learn to be in healthy relationships because I'm finding myself in patterns similar to Ariana Grande. So lastly, I'm going to read on career and what's to come for Ariana Grande's career, because at this point in life she's kind of done it all. She's been in film, she's had perfumes out, she's done TV shows, she's obviously got a music career. So what is next for Ariana Grande? What does career look like for Ariana Grande coming up? Oh wow, and out flies the Eight of Pentacles again. So there is still a longevity in career for her. Like, Ariana Grande is someone, which again is why I think those two oh my darling, which again is why I think those two comparisons came up for her with Liza Minnelli and what's her name, Elizabeth Taylor, because they are two women that have been in the industry for a long time. Obviously Elizabeth Taylor's passed now, but both had long-standing careers. Obviously Ariana Grande has a love for musicals, has a love for the West End. So I actually see her with glasses on, sitting and directing a show. I see her writing her own musical, and I see that that's kind of where she wants to be. That's the kind of avenue she wants to dive into. Did she go back to Broadway? I can't remember if she was actually on the Broadway show, but I see that's where she's going next. I see her writing, directing, producing, whether it's film. I don't think it is film, I do think it's on stage, but I see her creating some kind of show of her own. So I really do see that for her next. Okay, Ariana Grande. I also see, yeah, okay, I'm going to just pull one more card. Okay, yeah. So she's got a longevity. She's got longevity in career. Like, Ariana Grande is a person who's going to be around in the industry for a long, long, long time. She's got longevity in this industry. So it doesn't matter what happens, it doesn't matter what season she goes through in life, it doesn't matter what happens in her personal life, it does not matter. She's got the longevity, she's got positivity, she's got opportunities always to make money. Like I said, when it comes to love and business, Ariana Grande has two very contrasting experiences. Like, love is all over the place, but business, she's very secure in business, she knows how to run business, she knows how to work. So yeah, I see, like I said, scripting, screenwriting, playwriting, all of that for Ariana Grande. Two of Pentacles is about balanced money, good money, juggling your money well. There will always be opportunity for Ariana Grande to make money in this industry. It will always be there for her. So yeah, that's why I feel like she was connected, why Spirit showed me those other two ladies, because they are two ladies that also, I feel like they both had, I could be wrong, but I feel like they both had experience in musicals and things like that on stage, but they both had long-lasting careers. Sorry if anything looks different, the camera shut down. Yeah, I also pick up on, when it comes to business, a documentary. Now, this isn't a documentary just about Ariana. I feel like this is again in connection to the Oz film, and I feel like, again, this is tying into the controversy, because I feel like this might be like the making of the movie and all that kind of stuff, and like that they're going to release a documentary about how it was made and all that kind of stuff. Again, I feel like she's going to receive backlash. There is some kind of backlash to come for Ariana Grande this year, on top of the one she's already received. But like I said, this girl has got luck on her side when it comes to business. This isn't someone you can cancel. This isn't someone that's going to get, you know, shunned. You know, even if she goes through a hard time in the industry for a little bit, it's never going to be long lasting, because the coin's always there for her. The opportunity to make money is always there for her. So yeah, I don't feel any music for a while after this album. Apart from, again, I'm being drawn back to the Oz movie, a soundtrack, and there is another film to come from Ariana Grande. I'm being drawn to 2025, 2026 with that. There's another film. It could be a film where she actually plays someone else, and it could be maybe she plays Julie Garland. Because like I said, their spirits are weirdly intertwined. Feel very much Julie Garland's energy around her. So yeah, that's it. Whew. Deep dive there. Thank you so much for being with me today, lovelies. I'm getting a lot of queries about private readings. I will release the next load very soon, I don't know when, because my schedule's had to change a little bit. But thank you so much for being with me today. If you do want to be updated on when I've got private readings available, on any other content, then head over to my Instagram and follow me over there. It's at I am Kirsty Lewis, and I'll leave that down below somewhere. Please send out your love and healing to Ariana Grande, because I feel like she really does need it. Hit like, share, follow, comment, subscribe. Do all of that, because like I said, it helps to grow the channel, helps to keep me making this content, helps to keep me here. And thank you for being here, and I will see you soon for another video. Sending you all the light and love. Bye.